Hello, it's Karen from the North Suburban YMCA, and I'm here today to bring you stability, strength, and heart. What you need today is your body, a mat or a towel, because we'll do some things down on the floor. And then I have a few different dumbbells here. You could use cans, you could use a jar filled with some rocks. And another thing you might want is some music. So you can pause me right now, go find some music that you like, play that as well, and we are going to get started. Step touch, we're going to start with a warm-up and get our bodies moving. Little bend and straighten of those arms, little bend of those knees. So you got a little sort of semi-squat going on the sides. Your chest is going to be up throughout class, your shoulders down, and your belly tight. Little bend in those arms. Legs are going to stay the same now. We're going to push out to the front. And I want you to bring your legs in. So we were bringing them out, now we're bringing them in. Chest up, shoulders down, belly tight. So the stability part of this class, we'll do a few balance exercises, but I want everything to involve your core. That's where I want you to get your stability from. So even as you're doing this, think about, am I balanced? Am I balanced on one leg? In fact, we're doing the tap in the middle. If you want, you could just pick that foot up and work on just balancing on the other leg. Your chest up, your shoulders down, and your belly tight. Legs are going to stay the same. We're going to bring those arms out to the side now. Throughout this class, I want you to go at your pace. So if my arms are moving too quickly for you, slow yours down and do it at a pace that works for you. If my arms are moving too slowly, you can go a little faster. But right now, we're just warming up. So you need to pick a way that's going to be a warm-up for you. Now we're going to take those legs and we're going to tap the ground wide. I want you to reach up. Reach up. Your chest is up. Your shoulders are down. Your belly is tight. Reach for the ceiling to stretch out your side. Now I want you to reach in front, and then I want you to pick your foot back behind you, so you're reaching in front and reaching back. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight the whole time throughout all of class. Reach, warming up. So hopefully you've got some music on that makes you feel good. Think about stretching out and warming up that body. Now we're going to take it to the side. So you're standing on one leg, bringing it out to your side, and then you're reaching the opposite way with your arm. So I talked about the stability part. The strength part, we'll do some body weight exercises, and you can use soup cans or jars filled with rocks or dumbbells or nothing. You can just imagine having something heavy in your hand while we do some of these exercises, and that will get you more exercise than you'd be getting if you were sitting on the couch. So you don't have to have a tool, although it is nice to have a towel or a mat on the floor. All right, we're going to change the arms and legs now. We're kicking your butt. And then the heart part of it is going to be cardiovascular exercise. So we're warming up now. We're warming up our muscles and our joints, and we're also starting to warm up our heart. And this class will be a combination of cardiovascular and strength exercises, and then of course incorporating that stability the whole time. So the heart part is aerobic activity, and we'll be recovering when we do the strength, and we'll be recovering from the strength when we do the cardio. So now we're changing the arms. You're going to turn it into a tricep press back. And while you do that, I want you to push your shoulders down. So you're pushing your shoulders down, your hands back, your legs are kicking back. Now I want you to bring those knees up in front of you. Arms are staying the same. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight. All of class. Now let's kick it out in front. Arms are staying the same for now. And then I want you to reach those arms up. Palms face behind you. Chest is up, shoulders are down. Your arms are going straight out to your sides. Reach out in front of you with your heels. Now turn it into toes. Hopefully you're getting warm. We are almost at the end of our warm-up. Legs stay the same, elbows just bend. While those shoulders are down, elbows are up, you're bending and straightening. All right, give me a little march in place. Roll those shoulders. We are going to start out with a lunge. We're going to do a left leg lunge. So your left leg is going to be lunging back. You can do it with just your body weight, or if you want, you can add some extra weight. So you choose. You can pick your soup cans or your dumbbells. You're going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to get my watch set so that we can do it for a minute. You don't have to do it for an entire minute. I'll talk you through that. So standing with your feet hip width apart. Like this first. Feet are going to be hip width apart. Then you're going back into a lunge and coming back up. You can have your arms down at your sides. You can bend those arms. Join me when you're ready. This is what it looks like from the front. And then from the side, you're stepping back. Both knees bend. Your back heel is up. You do not have to touch your knee to the floor. You have to go in a range of motion that works for you. And please, if you have trouble balancing, I want you standing next to something that you can hold on to. Yes, this is stability. This is part of the stability part of class. We're working on balance. But if your balance isn't such that you're comfortable doing this without holding on to something, by all means do. If you want weight on your front leg, you're going to pull yourself up with that front leg, lower yourself down with that front leg. Your back leg is for stability. I want your front leg doing most of the work. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight. And what we're going to do now is take it to a squat. Don't worry, I won't forget the left leg. So, dumbbells again where you want them. You don't have to have dumbbells. I like mine here when I squat. Feet are going to be hip width again, going down and up. So, notice my knees are pointing straight ahead. Turn to the side so you can also notice that they don't go in front of my toes. Torso tall, shoulders down, belly tight. And remember, you don't have to have anything in your hands. And remember, if you'd like some balance, grab something on the side of you. I could grab my television if I wanted to, or you could grab a table next to you, or you could stand facing something and hold on and squat. Torso tall, shoulders down, belly tight. When you come up, you can squeeze those glutes. But I don't want you to shift your hips forward so you're leaning back. I want you to squat down, come up just straight up and down, and squeeze those glutes as you do. All right. Now we're going to lunge with the other leg. So, first I put my left leg back. Now I'm going to put my right leg back. So, again, your feet are hip width apart. You're stepping back, your heel is up. You bend both knees, you go down. Again, feet hip width apart, up and down. Join me when you're ready. Remember, if you need to hold on to something, by all means do. Torso tall. So you're stepping back. Now, let's say you're stepping back and it's a little too unbalanced. Then you can step back and stay there and hold on to something if you need to help you balance. Or you can come back and forth. Remember, you're pulling with that front leg. Torso tall, shoulders down, belly tight. Pull with that front leg. Your back leg is doing the stabilizing. Your front leg is doing the strengthening. Your front leg's helping you stabilize too, as is, hopefully, your core. All right. If you had something in your hands, you can set it down because we're doing cardio. And we're going to do a speed bag. That's where you roll those arms in front of you. Here's how it looks from the side. And your legs are moving. Okay, so we're getting some cardio with our arms. We're getting some cardio with our legs. This is a low impact version. If you want, you can turn it into more of a jog for a high impact version. The objective here is to get your heart rate up. So you pick. It does not have to be high impact to be high intensity. You can move quickly. You could also give me a little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whatever works for you and makes you comfortable. As long as your chest is up, your shoulders are down, and your belly is tight. Shoulders tend to hunch up while we do this. So you want to keep telling yourself, oh yeah, push my shoulders down, push my shoulders down. And I'd like you to get that heart rate up, however it works for you. If your arms are getting too tired or your neck is getting sore, you can stop doing this and just do the legs. But I want you to challenge you to do what your body is capable of today. Half minute more like this. Since we did 3 strength exercises, we're doing 3 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. So we're doing a minute and a half like this, and then we're going to change our hands and turn them the other way, and you'll do a minute and a half the other way. About 10 more seconds with your arms going forward, and we're going to turn them back. Ready? Get set. It's not a big change. Turn your arms the other way. Chest up, shoulders down, belly tight. Legs are moving. Whatever they need to move for you. Make sure if your calves or the bottoms of your feet cramp up, that you put your feet all the way down to the floor. Some people can be up on their toes, on the ball of their foot, and that doesn't bother them. But if it bothers you, get those feet down all the way to the floor. Bringing those arms towards you with your chest up, your shoulders down, your belly tight. 1 more minute and we're done. Breathe. You try to get your heart rate up, however that's going to look for you. Remember, if your neck's getting too tired, take your arms out of it. I want those shoulders down. If they're creeping up, push them down. Pull that belly button to your spine. Move that body. Aerobic activity is mostly the big movers, which would be your legs and your arms. Most of us get our aerobic activity through our legs only. Today we're going to try and keep some arms going too. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. You can move around the room a bit. You can stay still. I don't have a whole lot of space here, but I can move within it however I feel like. Chest is up, shoulders are down, bellies are tight. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your heart rate's up. Grab some water. All right. We're getting down on the floor and doing a plank. If your body doesn't plank, that's okay. You can do a bridge. I'll demonstrate that first, and then we'll do the plank. So, bridgers, you're going to do this. Okie doke. Glutes are tight, abs are tight, feet are hip width apart, feet are about a foot from your buttocks. That's a bridge. Plankers, you've got options. You can do an elbow plank to your knees, try to get that body straight. Do an elbow plank to your feet, again, try to get that body straight. Or you can do a full plank to your knees or a full plank to your feet. You pick. You pick a challenge that's right for you, and we're going to hit it. All right, let me look at my sheet. What are we doing after our friendly plank? Okay, so come join me. I'm going to do a full plank and an elbow plank. I'm going to kind of combine the two. You do what's best for you. And remember, if you're bridging, your feet are flat. Your hip width apart and about a foot from your buttocks. All right, enough talking. Ready? Get set. Join me when you're ready. So, if you are planking and you find that to be easy, you can take a leg out to the side. That changes things because then you go from 4 points of contact to 3. If you're bridging and you want to change it up a bit, you could bring your hips down and back up again. If you're planking in a full plank and your wrists start to be tired, you can go down into an elbow plank. If you would like more challenge in your upper body, you know how you came down to that elbow plank? If you wanted to, you could come back up to a full plank. Then you could go down to an elbow plank. You could come back up to a full plank. If you think I'm crazy and you just want to stay in your plank position, not a problem. And if you need a break while you're planking, come down to the floor, take a break, and then come back up. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades are squeezed together. Belly is tight. All right, now we're all going to lie on our stomachs on the floor. And we're going to work our low back. You can have your arms out in front of you. You can have your arms down by your sides, or you can have your arms in a W. I'll demonstrate this one first. You're going to raise your torso and your legs up off the floor at the same time. And then those arms can join in this position, or this position, or this position. Whatever's going to be most comfortable for your shoulders. We're strengthening our low back. You don't have to go high. You just do a range of motion that works for you. And if you want, you could just do your legs. Or you could just do your upper body. Lots of options here. Ready? Get set. Join me. So this is the one with the arms up over the head. That's really hard for me because I have some shoulder issues. This one is more comfortable for me. This may still be uncomfortable for you, in which case you can bring those arms down by your sides. You're pulling from your low back, from your glutes, from your hamstrings, and from your middle back. Raising your torso and or your legs off of the floor. Look straight down the whole time. You're just raising and lowering at a pace that works for you. Don't arch your neck. Look straight down. If you get tired, take a break. Breathe. Raise and lower at a pace that works for you, and then come on up to standing. That was 2 strength exercises. So we're going to do 2 minutes of cardio. So come on up, and we're going to do a football drill, which is wide legs. Legs are moving. Give me some punches to the front. So it looks like this from the side. Your torso's tall, your shoulders are down. Join me when you're ready. So low impact football looks like this. High impact football, you're moving a little faster, and you've got 1 foot off the ground while the other one's going down. So you've got kind of both feet off the ground at the same time, and then you add in those punches at a pace that works for you. You may want to be moving quick. You may want to do some quick intervals and slow it back down. You choose. This is your body, this is your workout, and there aren't any Joneses to keep up with. Chest up, shoulders down, belly tight. Good, you're just moving. That's all I ask. Reaching out in front, moving those legs. If you want to give me a high intensity interval, go for it. Get a little quicker. Give me 10 seconds, a little quicker. That's up to you. You do not have to. Remember, this is your body. This is your workout, and nobody's watching you. I wish I could. Good. If you bring it back down to regular pace again. 1 minute is up. 1 minute to go. Your shoulders are down. If your arms are getting too tired to punch, stop punching. If you want to add a little movement, go a little left or a little right. You can come forward, go backwards. Your workout. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Keep them moving, that's all I ask. If you need to just walk around the room, walk around the room. Do what's best for you. If you want a high intensity interval, let's do it again, 10 seconds. But remember, you don't have to. Your body, your workout. I just want you moving. And our 10 seconds are up. Our minute's going to be up in 15 seconds. So you go at a pace that works for you for the next 15 seconds. If you need a break, take it. Grab some water. All right, grab some water, everybody. Okay. Now we're going to do a bicep curl. So, again, you don't have to have anything. You can just pretend you've got something in those arms, bend that arm, lower it down. Be in control the whole time. Or you can grab a jar of fruit, a jar of rocks, a soup can. You can even put a couple soup cans in a bag, whatever works for you. I want you to roll those shoulders back and down. I want you to have a tiny bend in your knees with your tush slightly back and your belly tight. Now you're going to take those arms and you're going to curl them up like you have an axle running through them, so they're going to stay right at your sides the whole time. And then you make those dumbbells in a position that's comfortable for you. Join me when you're ready. I like to have my palms face each other at the bottom and turn towards the ceiling as I clear my hips. But you may prefer it in a different way. You might want to face the ceiling the whole time. You might want to have your palms face each other the whole time. Whatever is comfortable for you and your body. What I want you to make sure you're doing is using your core to help you get the leverage, not your neck. I want you to keep your shoulders down. I want you to keep those elbows locked right by your sides. They're not moving. And I want you to control that weight on the way up and on the way down. Sometimes as we get tired, that weight just falls down, but then you're not controlling it, and that's when you can get hurt. As you get tired, you can switch to one arm at a time. As long as you're leveraging through your core and you're not having to lean to get that weight up, I'm okay with that. If you've got a set of heavier and lighter apparatus, you could take your heavier apparatus, put them down, and get a lighter pair. And we are done with this exercise. The next exercise is, I believe, we're going to balance on one leg while we do a medial delt raise. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter. The medial delt raise looks like this. Your palms face each other, and then you raise those elbows up to the side. You want me to get close so you can see. Okay, so you've got those dumbbells together, and then you're lifting from your elbow joint. Your dumbbells are going to face the floor. Notice I've got a slight bend in my knees. My belly is tight, coming up and down. All right, join me when you're ready. I'm going to stay here. Elbows come up and down, but notice my shoulders stay down as I do it. We're working the outside of those elbows. It's going to have us balance on one leg, but I'm demonstrating it on two. So we're going to leave it like this, and we'll do a single leg balance activity after this. Chest is up, shoulders stay down, lift with those elbows. You'll notice it's not a huge range of motion. Lead with those elbows. Notice my hands are not in line with my elbows. They're slightly lower. Do I look like a headless monster if I bend down? Is that better? Chest is up, shoulders are down. I'll back up so you can see all of me. So your shoulders stay down. So you can look at mine if you can see them. They're not going too high. Okay, come on down. We are done with that exercise. All right. I promised you a single leg balance exercise. We're going to do that now. You don't need anything in your hands. You're going to start out standing on one leg. Soft knee, tight abdomen, tight glute. You're going to bring the other leg in front of you and behind. We're going to do that leg for 30 seconds. Then we're going to do the other leg for 30 seconds. Join me when you're ready. You're just bringing that leg in front of you and behind you. Looks like this. You need something to hold on to for balance. Add it in. Try to get your balance from your core. You'll feel the four corners on the bottom of the foot that you're standing on, and the other leg is going front and back. You're working on balance with a soft knee on the leg you're standing on. 5 seconds, we're going to switch legs. Ready? Switch to the other leg. This leg has a soft knee. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down, your belly is tight. If you need something to hold on to, by all means do. Soft knee, tight thigh, tight glute, tight core. You're challenging your balance. You can try your arms out to your sides. Whatever's going to work for you to challenge your balance. Whoa. We're almost done. We are done. All right. Need a sip of water. We're going to do a jump rope next for cardio. So you're going to grab your jump rope. You're going to tap in front of you. This is the low impact version. Okay? You're tapping in front. If you want to get high impact, you can give me a little hop with that tap. Pretend you're jumping over that rope. You have to do what's best for you. It doesn't matter to me whether you do high impact or low impact, as long as you're getting that heart rate up. You can walk around the room. You can dance. You can do whatever you want. Whatever feels good for you. I just want you to get your heart rate up. We did 3 minutes of strength again, so we're going to do 3 minutes of cardio. Easy for me to say again. When doing your cardio, we're going to do 1.5 minutes this direction and 1.5 minutes with our arms going backwards. But remember, you can be doing a dance, you can be walking around, you can be jogging around, whatever's best for you. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Breathe. 1 minute is over. You're going to keep doing your arms the same way for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to go the other way. So, low impact version looks like this. You do not have to be jumping, or you could be walking around, or you could be dancing. High impact version's got a little hop. I definitely want you moving those legs, at least marching, because getting that impact with the floor doesn't have to be high impact, but getting impact other way. That was exactly right. Arms are going behind you now. That impact helps to strengthen your bones, and your legs, and your hips, and your spine, which is where when people get osteoporosis, most people get it. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Remember, don't have to be doing high impact. You have to be moving your legs. And if you can keep your arms going, great. But if your arms are wearing out, you can stop. 1 more minute to go. And then we are done with this exercise, not the workout. Although, let me tell you where we are in our workout. We've done 26 minutes and 39 seconds. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. We're going to do about 45 minutes of these intervals back and forth between cardio and strength, and then we're going to stretch. Just like we do in class, for those of you who take my class regularly. Chest up, shoulders down, belly tight. You're looking good. I'm making these classes every week for you guys, so we can work out together. I want you to keep an eye on your form. Keep those shoulders down. Keep that core engaged. Remember, doesn't have to be high impact. Your body, your workout. Breathe. All right, 3 minutes are up. Grab some water if you need it. All right, those of you who do take my class regularly are going to hate me because we're now doing side planks. I know we normally do them at the beginning, but I'm mixing it up a little bit while we're at home. So, join me down on the floor. Side planks. Then I think we're doing a swim. Yeah, good. Okay, we have options. If you think a side plank is crazy, you don't have to do it. You have 3 options for leg raises. Option 1 would be a straight leg raise. You're going to lay down on your arm with your arm either bent or straight. Option 2 is a clam. Lifting from here. Option 3 would be a 2-leg raise. You get a little bit more core engaged for that one. Those are your 3 options if you're planning on not doing a plank. You have 4 options for your plank. Option 1, elbow plank to the knee. You can have your foot in front, you can have your foot behind. Option 2, elbow plank to your feet. You can have 1 foot in front, you can have 1 foot behind. Option number 3, I don't know how to count. Option 3 is full plank to your knees. Option 4 is full plank to your feet. You pick what's going to be best for you. I'm actually going to start on the other side because that's my weaker side, and I want to get that one over with first. And I'm going to try that full plank because my shoulder, I'm working on strengthening it. So you stay where you are. Here's what I want you to think about. Stack your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Again, you can have your feet wherever you want. If you're planking, then you're going to lie on that arm if you're doing your leg raises. Next, I want you to tighten your belly, your buttocks, and your thighs. Ready, get set, let's go. Bring it on up, or start raising those legs up. Keep your chest up, keep your shoulders down. When I say shoulders down, I mean away from your ears. Make sure your hips are stacked and your belly is tight. Your glutes are tight and your thighs are tight. And you're just going to keep that chest up, hold those shoulders down. Remember, you can be doing this to your knees, and if you find this to be easy, you could be going up and down. My shoulder can't handle that today. I'm just working on bringing strength back to it. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight, glutes are tight, thighs are tight, front and back. Breathe, push that chest up, hold those shoulders down. You don't want to be doing your plank rounded forward. You want to do it in an erect position with neutral posture. Breathe. My arm is fading. I'm trying. If you need a break, take it. I'm almost there. Oh, and we are done. Whew. Okay, other side. You can just roll over, but if you want to face the camera, you can turn like me. I guess you're not facing the camera. You would be facing the computer or the iPad or the whatever you're using, your phone. Okay, so everybody's going to stack your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. You're going to tighten your belly, buttocks, and thighs. Ready, get set, go. You're going to either do your leg raises or push yourself up into your plank, either to your knees or to your elbow or to your hand or to your feet. You can figure that one out. Chest up, shoulders down. Abs are engaged. Glutes are engaged. Thighs are engaged, both front and back of both thighs. Push that chest up, pull those shoulders down. Breathe. If you find this to be easy, you could add in a leg raise. Or you could do that up-down thing. If you're here and you need to take a break, come down to your knees. Come back up when you can. Maybe you're not going to. That's okay. Push that chest up. Pull your abdomen in. Tighten your glutes and your thighs. Pull your shoulders down. We have less than 10 seconds. On this side, I can check. Looking good, gang. We are done. Come on down. Now we're going to lie on our stomach, and we're going to do our cardio here. You're going to do a swing. So, a swing is where you're kicking your arms and your legs. It doesn't have to really look like swimming. That's just what we call it. So, you're on your stomach. You're looking straight down, and you're going to move those arms and legs. Join me when you're ready. You can have your arms up over your head. You can have them kind of beside your head. You could have them down by your side. And you can move them throughout. Maybe you want to do a range where you go up and you come down, moving your arms and legs. If your low back gets too tired or you cramp up in your hamstrings, stop and take a break. Otherwise, join me as you can. Arms and legs are moving, so this is cardio, but you're also working your low back, so it is strength. Looking straight down, and then I'm going to ask you to get up as quickly as you can so we can do our second minute of cardio standing. Looking straight down, don't strain your neck. Arms are moving in a position that's comfortable for you. Legs are moving too. Breathe. All right, minute one is up. Get up as quickly as you can. And join me for our second minute of cardio. We're going to do a lift, the knee, touch it with the elbow. Not really touch it with the elbow. This is the low impact version. If you want, you could add a little hop. Turn it into a high impact version. Chest is up, shoulders are down, belly is tight. So remember, low impact version, high impact version. You don't need to do the high impact. You can even do a moderated where you come up a little bit on the ball of that foot and you're reaching the elbow towards the knee. You do not have to touch. So join me when you're ready. If you're still getting up, that's okay. You give me that knee to elbow once you're up. Lots of options here. Low impact, middle impact, high impact. If you're over 80, I don't want you doing high impact. Well, unless you're over 80 and you've done it before and do it regularly, then I suppose you can. Chest up, shoulders down, belly tight, That minute of cardio is over. All right. Next we are going to do a shoulder press and then front shoulder raises. So I'm going to stand kind of far back so you can see my shoulders. Actually, change my mind. I'm going to demonstrate standing, and then I'm going to do a kneeling so I'm not so far away. So chest up, shoulders down, belly tight. Slight bend in your knees, your tush is back. You're going to start with your dumbbells at your shoulders. If you know you have shoulder issues and you need to go to a wall and bring your arms up and down the wall, that is great. You know what you need to do for your body. Otherwise, you're going to go up and down. I'm going to actually demonstrate it from my knees, however, so you can see more of me. So just pretend I'm standing, belly tight. My glutes are going to be tight. If you want to get down on your knees, you need to tighten your glutes too to keep your core stable. Otherwise, you're standing with that tush back slightly. Okay, your core is engaged and up and down with those shoulders. So you can do this exercise with 2 arms at a time. And as you fatigue, or if you need to, even from the beginning, you can do 1 arm at a time. Maybe you need to concentrate more on what you're doing. Or you can do 2 at a time. And as you get tired, you could do 1 at a time. You could go to lighter weights, or you could put your weights down. We are working the big muscles on the sides of the shoulder and the top of the shoulder, so that if you were to touch your apparatus, your dumbbells or your soup cans to your shoulder, those are the muscles you're using, not these guys in here. Remember, you can do 1 arm at a time. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the neck out of it. If you want to get leverage, get it from your core. Get it from your abdomen. Chin is tucked in. Neck is relaxed. Abs are tight. Keep that slight bend in your knees and your tush back if you're standing. And we are done with this one. Okay, the next exercise is going to be a front shoulder raise. I need to go with lighter weights for this one. My anterior delts aren't as strong. They're on the front of your shoulders. You can do this one standing again. Tush back, slight bend in your knees, belly tight. You're only raising those dumbbells as high as your shoulders, no higher. Join me when you're ready. And if you wanted, you could also do this one on your knees. If you're on your knees, your glutes need to be tight. Your shoulders are down. You don't need to raise those dumbbells any higher than your shoulders, or those soup cans, or your hands if you don't have anything. This is another one where as you get tired, you can do 1 arm at a time, but when you're doing 1 arm at a time, especially with this one, don't use the neck. Just use your anterior delts, the muscles on the front of your shoulders. You could also start out with a weight, realize, ooh, that's heavy, put the weight down, or go to a lighter weight. And again, there's always the option of doing 1 arm at a time. You have options, belly button to your spine. Neck is relaxed. Breathe. We are almost done. We are really almost done. We are done. All right, I want to make sure I had my timer set. Come on up to standing. And we're doing cardio again. That was 2 exercises, so we only need to do 2 minutes of cardio. What we're going to do here is a step tap for low impact. This is your low impact version. Low impactors, you can join me when you're ready. So can you high impactors. And then if you want to try high impact, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're getting a little extra balance. And if you're doing low impact and you want to do a little balance, you can lift and lift and lift and lift. Or you can do a step tap. So you pick. It's step tap, or it's lift, or it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you pick. I'm going to demonstrate this one because I think it's the hardest to remember what to do if you're not doing it with someone. Arms can be moving in whatever way you like. 1, 2, 3, balance. 1, 2, 3, balance. Still getting that heart rate up. So we're working on that stability while we're doing the heart part. And we did it every time we did a strength part. You're looking good, gang. This minute is up. Let's do it for 1 more. I'm going to see how much time we have left in our class. All right. 6 minutes left to work. And then we get to stretch. Your chest is up, your shoulders are down. Remember, you could be doing just the lift, working on balance and getting that heart rate up, or you can be step tapping, or whatever feels good to you. You pick. Arms and legs are moving if you can, or just legs. And if you need to sit down and take a break, do. Remember, this is your workout. It's your body. I don't do things I can't do, and I will never ask you to do things you can't do. Move up, or just up, or step tap. Your body, your workout. And we are done. Grab some water. All right, we've got 5 minutes. We're going to get our rear plank in next. All right, so join me down on the floor. Hopefully your heart's going pitter-pat. So options. If doing a rear plank, which would be this or this, doesn't look appealing to you or your shoulders, then you get to do a bridge. If you bridged earlier when we did the plank, I want you to take your bridge up and down now. If you already took it up and down, you can bring it up and give me pulses. Okay, so you're working those glutes, you're working your abdomen. That's your bridge options. Again, your plank options are to your elbows. That bothers my shoulder, so I do it to my hands. It's also harder for women to do it to their elbows because you're picking up your center of gravity with a shorter lever. Now I have a longer lever, so you pick. Everybody pull your shoulders down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Ready? Get set. Push your hips up off the mat, whether you're bridging or planking. I want you to have your glutes tight, your abs tight. Those aren't going to be what's going to get tired, though. It's going to be your shoulders and your arms that get tired. Your hands can be in a position that is comfortable for you. Mine like to be out to the side. Some people like their fingers pointing straight ahead. Some people like their fingers pointing back. This is what works for me. Your chest is up. Your shoulders are down. Your belly, buttocks, and thighs are tight. Get those hips as high as you can. And breathe. If you find this to be challenging, take breaks when you need them. If you find it to be easy, you could add movement of your legs. You choose what's going to be best for you. I am fine with you doing whatever you can do. So you pick an exercise or a variation that works for you. Remember, if you need a break, take it. All right, come on down. And I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you to grab your dumbbells so we can do triceps because we did biceps earlier. So if you don't want to use any weight, you certainly don't have to. If you do, grab your soup cans or your dumbbells. These muscles are not quite as strong as your biceps, so you might need to go a little bit lighter. All right, we're doing triceps. So arms are going to be straight up in the air. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Push your belly button to your spine, and then you're going to bend your elbows and straighten them. Bend and straighten. You can have your knees up, you can have your legs out straight, or you can have your knees up and your feet up. This is the one I prefer because it helps my back. You do what's best for you. Push your belly button into your spine, and let's go. Bend and straighten those elbows. Breathe. Neck is relaxed. Get your leverage from your abdomen. If you need a little extra leverage, push your belly button to your spine and use that, not your neck. Make sure your chin is tucked in, your shoulders are pulled down towards your hips. If you find this to be easy, you can bring those dumbbells more towards the top of your head. If you find it to be hard, you could do one arm at a time. Make sure you don't use your neck though. You do what's best for you. Neck is relaxed. Triceps are the back of your upper arm. They're the ones working. Okay, we are done. Put those dumbbells down. Now I'd like everybody to join me with your knees up. If this bothers your low back, you could try putting your hands under your tush to give you a little support. If it bothers your hip flexors, you could grab your knees. If it bothers your back, you could also grab your knees. We're going to do some cardio by kicking our legs. So join me when you're ready. Push your back down into the mat with your abdomen, and you're moving those legs at a pace that works for you. This is cardio. It's not quite as challenging as the standing cardio because you're not moving your whole body, but we're starting to cool down a bit, so it doesn't need to be quite as challenging. Again, if your back hurts, you can put your hands underneath your buttocks, or you can grab your knees. Same if your hip flexors hurt. Another option would be to put your feet down and just kick one leg at a time. That is a very valid way to do this exercise as well. So you pick what's going to be best for you. Shoulders are down, belly is tight. You lucked out. We only have to do 1 minute of this because I want to get our lat pullovers in, and then we get to be done. And we will stretch. All right. That's enough cardio for today with me. Of course, you can go out for a walk or do anything on your own later today, or maybe you did it earlier today, depending on what time of day it is for you. Grab your dumbbells. We're going to do a lat pullover, and then we will be done. So, again, you can have your knees up, your legs out straight, or your knees and legs up. You're going to bring those dumbbells back up, straight up from your body. This time you're moving your shoulder joint. You've got a little bend in your elbows, and you're moving that shoulder joint to use your upper back, the muscles on the back of your shoulder blades. Those are your lats, hence the name lat pullover, to lower those dumbbells and bring them back up. When you're at that farthest point, I want you to make sure you've got that abdomen engaged so you can use that for leverage. Join me when you're ready. This is our last exercise. You do not have to touch those dumbbells to the floor. Your range of motion is your range of motion. Not everybody can do that, and you don't have to. And remember, you don't have to have dumbbells. You don't have to have soup cans. I'm calling them dumbbells because that's what I have in my hands. But you can just use your own body weight. Think of the muscles on the back of your shoulder blades and pull up with them. Push your belly button to your spine. Your chin is tucked in. I'm looking at the camera like I'm looking at you. Trying to make sure you've got good form. Don't use your neck. Don't let your chin creep up. Last exercise, belly button to your spine. Range of motion that works for you. Are done. Set your dumbbells down. Straighten your legs out on the mat. If your arms go over your head, you can straighten your arms up over your head. If they don't, you find a comfortable position for you. We're stretching out your front. Just hang here a moment, and then bring those arms down by your sides. Pull your fingers and toes towards your head, and then push your shoulders down. Got those shoulders pushed down, your fingers and toes are pulled to your head. Let it all flop down, bring your knees up, put your feet flat. We're going to do left ankle today. Take your left ankle, put it on your right thigh, push your left knee away. We're going to do 4 stretches for your left leg, and then 4 for your right leg. We're doing a figure 4, piriformis stretch, stretching out the back of your hip, down that left leg. I'm going to reach behind my right leg and pull my right leg up. If that feels good to you, you can do that as well, but you don't have to. Make sure your chin is tucked in, your shoulders are down, and breathe. If you lifted your right leg up off the ground, set it down, straighten your left leg up in the air. Hands go behind your left thigh, straighten your right leg out on your towel or your mat. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, try to get both legs as straight as you can. Flex both feet as much as you can. Tuck your chin in, drop your shoulders down. If you want, you can turn from that hip. Either turn your your femur in or out. That's your thigh bone. Take a deep breath. Pull that leg a little closer as you exhale and move that left ankle around. All right, take your arms out to your sides like you're a letter T. If you have back issues, you may want to bend that leg, set it down, and drop the leg over because this is a long lever. Otherwise, you're going to take your left leg and drop it over to your right. Your palms face the ceiling. You're stretching from the outside of your left ankle to the outside of your left thigh. Go back, across your abdomen, down your chest, and down your left arm. Tighten your belly. Take your right hand, put it by the inside of your left thigh. Hug your left knee into your chest. Tuck your chin in. Relax your shoulders. Try to get your right leg as straight as you can. And now we're going to do the stretches for the right leg. So you're going to set your left leg down on the ground. You're going to take your right ankle, put it on your left thigh. Push your right knee away. Again, we're trying to stretch somewhere in this vicinity or this vicinity. If it feels good to you, you can pull that left leg up, but you certainly don't have to. Make sure your chin is tucked in and your shoulders are down. All right, now, if you have your left leg up, set it down. Straighten your right leg up in the air. Hands go behind your right thigh. Straighten your left leg out on the mat. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, deliberately tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, get both legs as straight as you can, flex both feet as much as you can. If you want to turn that femur from the hip joint, see if you can find that sweet spot where you're like, oh yeah, that's the stretch. By all means, do that. Now pull that leg a little closer and move that right ankle around. You can point, you can flex, you can do circles in one direction, then the other direction. Now we're going to do arms out to the sides like you're a letter T. And you're going to take that right leg, drop it to your left. Remember, you could also bend that knee. You do not have to have both feet on the ground. You do not have to have both arms on the ground. Your leg may not go all the way to the floor, and that's okay. Make sure your chin is tucked in. Try to relax. We want to stretch, not strain anything. If this arm isn't on the floor, that's okay too. Tighten your belly. Take your left hand, put it by the inside of your right thigh, push that leg up, roll flat onto your back, hug your right knee into your chest. Try to get your left leg as straight as you can. Tuck your chin in, push your shoulders down, hug that leg with only your arms. Now, you're going to add your left leg to it. So you're going to have both knees hugged in. Make sure your chin is tucked in and your shoulders are down. And you can roll a little left and a little right. Now we're going to stop in the middle, bottoms of your feet face the ceiling. Gently pull those knees towards your armpits. If you'd like, you could reach down your legs towards your shins, your ankles, or the bottoms of your feet. And gently bring those knees towards your armpits in a position that is comfortable for you. Stretching that low back. Again, you could roll a little left and a little right if you'd like. We're going to let go of those legs. You're going to tighten your belly, and you're going to roll over or roll up onto your stomach or your side. Let's throw my hair back up. So, we're going to do a quad stretch next. If you want to do the stretch on your side, you're going to lay on one arm, and then you're going to take your top leg and bend it back. I like to do this on my stomach. It feels better on my back. If you're on your stomach, you're going to put one fist under your forehead, and the other arm goes back by your side. The arm that's by your side is the leg you're going to bend, and then you're going to try to bring your heel towards your buttock. If you can grab your pant leg or your sock or your shoe, grab that, hold onto it, try to relax, don't strain. Cramp up in the back of your thigh, straighten out your leg and take a break. Then you can try it again. Everybody take a deep breath. As you exhale, deliberately relax your shoulders down onto your arm. If you cramp up in that hamstring a second time on the back of your thigh there, just take a break. Try to drink more water today. Let's switch sides. If you're on your side, you're going to roll over to the other side. If you're on your stomach, you're going to put the other fist under your forehead. That free arm, put it by your leg, then you're going to bend that leg, bring your heel towards your buttock. Grab your pant leg, sock, shoe, foot, or ankle. Take a little assistance. That's fine, but if you can't, that is also fine. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, deliberately relax your shoulders. Let your head sink down onto your arm and breathe. Stretching out the front of the thigh of the leg that is bent. Let go of that leg. Come on up onto your elbows and drop your head down. Stretching out your neck. Just let everything relax. Now you can either stay here, or if it feels good to you, you don't have osteoporosis in your spine, come on up onto your hands. Stretching out your foot, but we're bending your back. It would not be great if you have osteoporosis in your spine. All right, hands and knees. Push your back up, drop your head down. Drop your back down, lift your head up. This one is okay to do because you're not putting as much pressure on your spine. Unless it doesn't feel good to you, take some of your knees. Push your back up, drop your head down again. And then from this position, back onto your feet. Drop your head down between your arms. Walk your arms as far away from your body as you can. Now you can shift your hips over one foot, walk your hands to the opposite edge of the mat, away. Try to relax your neck. Walk your hands back to the middle. Shift your hips over the other foot. Walk your hands to the opposite edge of the mat, away. Again, try to relax your neck. Back to the middle. Come up onto your knees. I like to add a little extra cushion under my knees because this is a little hard. Do that too. You have to. I'm going to put it down. Take my other leg, put it in front of me. The leg that is back. The arm's going to go up. Head. Chin in. Push my head back into my hand. If you decide you don't want to do this on the ground, you could stand up. Hold on to something with your left hand. Put your right leg back. Put your right heel up. Bend both knees. You're going to push your hips forward. If you're on the floor, you can gently come forward, but keeping your torso tall while you do it, and keep your hips behind these toes. Switch sides. So if you're standing, you're going to hold on to something else. If you're kneeling, you'll put the other leg down. Put this torso tall. The leg that is back is the arm that's going to go up. Bend your head, tuck your chin in, push your head back into your hand. Get your torso as straight as you can. Picking up that back heel and bending both knees. Push your hips forward, and if you're on the floor, you can gently come forward. Again, this knee needs to be behind these toes. Torso tall, shoulders down. We're going to stand up with one foot in front of the other. Back leg is going to be straight. Front leg is going to be bent. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're stretching the top part of the calf of the leg that is back. Now, keeping that heel down, bend that back leg slightly. Changing that to a lower muscle. Lower down your calf. You may feel it more in the bottom of your foot, your heel. Roll your shoulders back and down. Push your shoulders to the floor. And let's switch sides. So back leg is straight. If you feel like holding on to something, by all means do. Back heel is down. Front leg bends. Push shoulders back and down again. Now keeping that heel down. Bend that back leg slightly. Shoulders back and down again. On up to standing. Give me 3 breaths. Breathe in. Again. And one more time. Thanks for working out with me today. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Y as soon as we can get back there. I hope you have a terrific rest of your day. See you soon.